Hi lads, as they say in Ireland. This is Monsignor Hugh O'Flaherty, and he was also known as the Vatican Pimpernel. This is a jaunting car, and these are all over the place in Killarney and are a really cool way to see the sights if that's how you would like to see them. I am Larissa, and he is Brendan, and this starts our trip on the Dingle Way. This is the red bus in Killarney, very important to know about, and I'm going to have a massive whinge about that in a minute. Alright, this is Killarney House and Gardens, and it looks like I've just found the local park run here. So this is really, really lovely. I'm going to just find a quiet spot, and then I'm going to tell you about what happened yesterday in relation to the red bus, because it was rather discombobulating. But let's just have a quick look at this. All these beautiful flowers, you know I'm obsessed with them. There you go, Killarney House and Gardens. The clouds over the mountaintops. Today is a rest day, so I'm just going to close yesterday's video out today with this lovely view. All right, we'll find a spot and then I'm going to tell you the story. Right, so the red bus experience yesterday when we were heading back from Muckross and Talk Waterfall. So it was the strangest thing. We were trying to, first of all, when we were going in, we got rejected on the bus because the seats were all full, but there was plenty of standing room, which was weird. So we were like, oh, okay. So there was, at least 6 of us that were, so we thought, okay, we'll walk there. I think I did explain that. Then we were at the waterfall. And so we're like, okay, we're going to catch the bus back. It should be fine. And then we were at the bus stop. The bus comes, and then we try to get on the bus. And the guy says, what did he say? He said, no, sorry, we're overbooked. And there were heaps of seats on the bus. It was the strangest thing. And then he said, because we were like, we couldn't work out how to buy tickets.
That's probably where it started. We tried to buy tickets the day before.
Yeah.
And we figured out that was what we were going to do, but there didn't seem to be any online link for this bus. And if you went to the bus company's website, it wasn't really linked as an easy one there that you could buy tickets for. So it's like, oh, well, it says you buy tickets from the bus driver, so we'll buy tickets on the bus.
Which is what we tried to do. And then he said, okay, well, we're overbooked, we're fully booked, so I'll take you to Muckross Abbey, but you'll need to get off, and then if there's room you can get back on and buy your ticket then. Which we did do that. So we got off, there was plenty of room on the bus, so we bought our ticket. Well, we paid for it, he didn't actually give us the ticket, but then we had to get off again and then get back on, but then we were allowed to sit down. But there were other people that were trying to do the same thing who he made stand up. It was,
We actually told us we had to stand, but
initially.
Then there were seats.
Yeah.
So because there were seats, so we sat down.
But even when we were allowed to sit down, there were other people, he made them stand up rather than sit down. It was so strange. So it was very discombobulating, and it's still sitting with me today because it's the anti-experience of what I've had in Ireland as a general rule, and it was just so weird. So beware, because trying to get a taxi, trying to get on that bus, just, I don't know, work out how to book ahead, because the bus is good. It does take you around, it's fantastic. You just need to work out how to get your tickets.
And it wasn't cheap for what we did either.
No, I think we paid €8, and then when I was trying to find something elsewhere to book ahead, it was €16. So go figure.
But €8 for a couple of Ks each, €8 each. So
yeah.
Anyway.
And online on booking.com, I think it was €16 or something. Anyway, you live and learn. So be aware, Killarney's a very, very, very busy town for transport. There are options, but you just got to, I think, plan ahead. And the taxi thing as well was really tricky. So, yeah. All right, we're going to go to the outdoor store today. We are transferring to Tralee. So, Tralee, I don't know how to say it. I get it wrong all the time. So, we'll see you later, and enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. Stay happy. All those things. Okay, bye. downtown Tralee and our home for the night, Venice Hotel. Fabulous morning to you. Ooh, blinding. Well, we're about to leave sleepy Tralee to start the Dingle Way. And today I think I'm going to talk a little bit about some gear on the way as well. So I checked last night and none of the lights came on. This would have looked fabulous if they did, but it's still a lovely little town. All right, which way are we going? Oh, other way? This way. Let's go! Just outside our door, it seems that the path is going past this beautiful church. And beautiful it is. I have to say, we didn't go inside it yesterday, but we certainly heard the church bells. They rang and it was a lovely melodious sound, and that was in the evening. So I guess people, it's being Sunday, people are getting ready to go to Mass. That's what it looks like to me, and it's a really, really beautiful building. Wow, it's huge. All right, enough about that. Let's just get walking. Let's get walking. Actually, I just found this. The Kerry Camino, walking the steps of St. Brendan.
The navigator.
Amazing. All right. It says, this is a journey of contemplation and fun. So that's what we're going to channel today. Contemplation and fun. Actually, just quickly, because I can't help myself, this is known as the Kerry Camino because it's got links to the Camino de Santiago, okay, in Spain. So walking this section of the Kerry Camino sees us reaching the Church of St. James in Dingle, which is believed to be one of the starting points for the Camino de Santiago, from where pilgrims sailed out from Dingle Bay to the port of Corona in Spain, where they joined the Way of St. James. There you go. Well, we've just kind of left the central business district, and now for the first time we're walking along a canal, which we have done canal walking before here in Ireland, but this is making for flat walking for a short period, which is welcome this morning, I have to say. But how about these skies? How about it? This blue is just glorious. I don't think I've seen a sight such as this before, with it so blue and cloud free, but I guess it's early morning. It's nice and cool. It's about 12 degrees, I reckon. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel that.
And also, we are breaking the bench rule while we're in the city here. We thank you for your service and dedication to tired legs and butts everywhere. But
There's one every 200 metres at the moment.
yeah, exactly. Oh, morning cows. So let's drink this in. Pure unadulterated joy is what I feel right now. Feel it with me. Can you feel it through the screen? It's actually a risk of sunburn today.
There is. There is it there.
Okay, we're about to run the gauntlet here. They're big babies.
Yeah. Almost done.
Okay, it's all right, we're not going to hurt you. Okay, okay. It stabbed me. I thought it was going to attack me. Are they swans?
Yeah.
Swans, and they're rather large baby cygnets. That swan was not moving. There was a group of runners that came through just before us. Did not move. We've reached the town of Blennerville, and this is the Blennerville windmill, and apparently it still works. And it's right here on the coast, so I guess it picks up the wind. Wow. There's some big millstones, I think, out the back. I'll quickly show you those before I move on. The palings of this fence are rather impressive too. Massive, big, heavy things. Okay, so looks like there's the old millstones. Oh, they're big. This is the first windmill I've ever seen. There you go. And just a few metres off trail is a Texaco servo and a gala shop. Got myself a pastry. You got yourself a coffee.
Yep.
And there's also a St Brendan's school there. Skull. Apparently he's quite a big deal around here. What have you got to say for that?
Well, you know, I am the navigator, and you only want me for my saintliness.
And just at about 7 k's, we've been climbing for about the last k up a road. We finally left the road or roads. Views are starting to open up, and we're on the trail. And I think, based on today's skies, we can expect some really beautiful views today whilst we walk and talk. And yep, within meters, less than 100 meters. What's going on with my pole? The views commence. Yes, they do. I'm gonna have to fix this pole because my midsection is slipping, and that's gonna annoy me if that happens all day. All right, let's fix that now. Just before we go any further, let's tell you a little bit about Tralee Bay, because it has quite the history. So, native Gaelic clans controlled the region before the Anglo-Norman Fitzgeralds, or the Geraldines, came to power in the 12th century. So they governed for 400 years until the killing of the rebel Earl of Desmond in 1583 by forces loyal to Elizabeth I. In more modern times though, Tralee Bay was always closely linked to events leading up to the Easter Rising of April 1916, which has a massive part in Irish history, obviously. So it also looks like there was quite the transfer of goods and weapons, etc., through here as well to support the rebellion, which is interesting, around the World War I time as well. So this is quite interesting, actually. The windmill was built in 1800, which I showed you earlier, and that was used for milling grain, both for local people and for export to Great Britain. And then during the 18th and 19th centuries, Blennerville served as the port to Tralee. And then the transfer of port facilities transferred to Fennet, which is further out in the bay, in the 1880s. So beautiful, beautiful region. And I have to say, doesn't it feel wonderful to be back up in these beautiful hills again on such a day? There is a random bench over there, however, there is a hiker sitting on it. So unfortunately, we cannot partake and stick our bums on it because that might be a little bit rude. I'm gonna keep going. So I lied. We did manage to get a little seat on the bench as our German, I think maybe German hiker friend has just moved on. So as per the rule, random bench needs to be sat on just for a minute while we continue to admire these views. Yeah?
Yep.
How you
I
feeling?
think it's going to get better views throughout the day as we move more towards the, I want to say coast.
Yeah. Well, views are promised today,
Yep.
aren't they?
Well,
Shall we continue on our partial Camino,
sure.
not Camino, journey on the Dingle Way?
Yep. 11.5 k's to go.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
What have we done already? 7.
Yeah, about that.
That's pretty good. All right, we're making good time. We've got a double bench situation here. Which one am I going to put my butt on? Do you reckon this one's more comfy?
Yeah. Look at that, it almost looks like a mountain bike truck.
Hold on. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Jumps, I can see a berm.
Yeah. Over there too. Well, look at that, peeps. Look at that. Oh. I'm gonna have a break. I thought the Kerry Way was great. To say the Dingle Way does not disappoint. Oh, there's a couple of campers down there, I think. And there is a cross down there. I'll have to go have a look. Bit of a Celtic cross, iron cross, I think. And there's some hikers behind us, so we're going to vacate the benches and let them enjoy the serenity as well. Kerry Camino sign, that's what it was in the distance. And Brendan's just standing on the wall of some old ruins. You can see them very clearly there, and there's a pond just there as well. And all of a sudden, there's about 1,000 hikers up here. So we've all got the same idea. All right, onwards to camp. Do you reckon you could dangle your dingles in there?
Probably. Curraheen River.
Curraheen River. Beautiful. All right, onwards we go, because we're being, all of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of hikers behind us. So we're wandering along the trail, and there's, you know, lots of hikers, and, you know, saying hello to everyone. Not a hat amongst them. Anyway, we walk past this guy, and he just stops on the side of the trail.
I'll talk a bit.
And I'm going to get Brendan to tell the story. Here, you hold the camera.
So when we were here last time, we stopped in a bar, and the guy said, "I'll bring it out to you." And I said, "Oh, you sure we'll be able to find us? Because, mate, there's no one in here dressed like you." Anyway, so look at this bloke. He's got a wide brim hat on, long sleeve shirt, long pants, and I've seen a bit more of those combos in the outdoor store here than last time, but I don't think I've seen many people wearing it. Anyway, this bloke comes along, says hello. Well, actually doesn't say hello, says g'day. So there's 3 Australians standing on the trail talking, the only ones with big wide brim hats on, long sleeve shirts, and generally long pants. I've actually got mine zipped off to be shorts today, but I just thought it was hilarious that here we are, 3 Australians walking through Ireland. We just have a different mentality towards sun. Gonna hand you back to Larissa.
It was just funny because he goes, "G'day," and I went, "Oh, Australian." And it was nice to stop and chat to him. He was from Adelaide. And yeah, it's so true, isn't it? Well, like, all these people out here, there's not a hat amongst them. You know, short sleeves and shorts, although you've got your zip-offs off. But yeah, it's just different. Guess they're all wearing sunscreen, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was funny.
Just, yeah, totally different mentality towards sun. It was so obvious.
And he's the first person I've actually seen on trail with a wide brim hat like we have.
Yeah.
And he happens to be Australian. That's funny. Yeah, I guess we're just conditioned. We have to be.
Different sun experience.
That's right, that's right.
Different skin cancer rates, all that kind of stuff.
That's it.
But yeah, hilarious. Looking at this bloke thinking, "No, he's dressed like me, it's becoming more common." No, he's from Australia, that's why he's dressed like me.
Oh, so pretty. feels like we are starting the descent down towards camp, and I think it's up and down a little bit, but you know, we've run across quite a lot of hikers. It's quite a busy trail actually comparatively to other trails, but we'll carry on. It's quite rocky here. Just giving Brendan some space because he has much bigger feet than me and it takes him a little bit longer to get down, so I am just taking my time behind him. This is fun. This is really, really fun. This looks interesting. We are going to cross this gully down there, the bridge over the little river, and then in the distance we are very much hoping that there is a bench up there, and I think there is something that looks suspiciously like a bench. We will have another little break, but in the meantime let's have a little look up the gully. Let's take that back for you. Oh, look at that in the distance. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm in the gully. Got the sun hoodie up a little bit because the sun is kind of just on one side of my face. This is a little bit beautiful. The Dingle Way is really delivering today. Oh. Look at that. Bridge number 3 of the day. You could really dangle your dingles in there. Oh, are you going to dangle your dingles?
My feet.
He's going to put his feet in. I might do the same actually. I don't know. Are you actually putting your whole shoes in?
Yep. They're wet anyway.
Okay.
Give them a bit of a wash. Oh.
I bet you that feels good.
No, that's good.
I'd get down there too, but I'd be taking my shoes and socks right off. That is deep enough to submerge yourself and have a lovely little swim in there. But I don't have a towel, so no swimming for me. And we are going to take a break up on that bench, so I want to keep going. Wow. And this is a dry year. This is a dry year, people. So imagine what it would be like in a wetter summer. There's only been one real squishy bit along the way. The rest of it's been really dry. Okay, I'm going to put you away till we get to the top. And this, my friends, is your reward. This is the Dingle Way. Wow. I guess that's where you get your stamps if you've got one of those Camino credentials. But I don't. So, bench in the middle of nowhere. We're going to have a beautiful break here. I can't believe what a day we're having. You can see right out to the ocean through the headlands. All right, shoes off, socks off, dogs out, rest. Because it's not long till we get to camp. What do you reckon, 5, 4?
Oh, less than that.
Less than that?
4.61.
4.61. Okay. I've come up here, hiked up here for you. Actually, no, I did it for me, but let's just pretend I did it for you because you get to see this and more. So good to be alive. This is bog cotton and I have seen hardly any of it this trip. It's really pretty. What these ruins are. Possibly I'm about to find out and I can tell you. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, let's see. Well, this is Killarney Church. It says it's a small stone church oratory with an earth binding between the stones. Little survives but a narrow west doorway, which would originally have been lintelled, and the remains of an east window. Excavation showed that the church was built over a habitation site and that the interior was used in recent times for the burial of infants. And the area to the south of the church was used for adult burial up until the middle of the 19th century. And the two ruined rectangular structures, one to the west and one to the north of the church, are of more recent date and maybe they are the remains of post-medieval houses or byres. Nearby are the remains of a deserted village spread along the line of the old Dingle Road. Let's just have a closer look. Look at that. And there's lots of little ribbons people often put in these sites, I think, for in memoriam, and it's lovely. It's quite a peaceful place despite hearing the traffic in the background. Oh, let's go in. Will I fit?
I took my bag off.
Alright, I'm going to take my bag off and go in. Hold on. It feels so small. You know, as per today's standards. Yeah, it was probably a really cozy and warm and safe place back in the day. Let's take you for a little run around it. I mean, this drywall situation building is always a fascination to me. So, yeah. It's peaceful. Also, I've probably mispronounced that. Killarney Church, maybe? I don't know. Irish names are a little tricky, but I try. All right, let's get to camp. Literally, that's what it's called. Let's get there. All right, Fitzgerald's, and we're staying at Camp Junction House, which is somewhere up, just up there. But we're gonna get food, so let's go do it. Right now we're sitting in Fitzgerald's pub, is it? Whatever the pub, the Junction Bar, whatever this is. Here, let me quickly show you. There is a beautiful view out to the ocean, but we've been viewing it all day long. So we're having chicken and chips, hand cut of course, and then we will make our way to the B&B. So I'm going to close it here. It's been a magnificent day. It's probably 19 kilometres we've done. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah? My feet are sore, but you know, tomorrow's going to prove to be an interesting day. Lovely hat mark, Larissa. It is not coastal, so we're going through a mountain pass, so I'm looking forward to filming that for you. Okay, lads, bye.
Hello.
How are you?